No one walk to the right of the camera or you're gonna run right into the cord.
How are the outfits? How's everything? Okay?
We look okay?
It's pretty. Okay, photos.
Stunning. It's surreal.
Surreal.
Two hit Rosy!
I can't tell if we're getting knobby knees or not.
Hi, Divas! Welcome back to your tape!
Hi, I'm Caleb. Hi, Divas. Welcome back to your tape. Last week we said we have a very special surprise guest and you wouldn't know who or what it was. And now...
You know.
You know it's Miss Rosy Thorn! Hi!
Production.
Back on quickly.
It's gonna fall, isn't it?
And as always, we have our diva, Miss Garant Vanderbilt. So, fuck, I never know the episode. Today on
It's 8.
Today on Raw Dog Interview, we're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12, Episode 8. 8. First of all, overall feelings of the episode.
A little lackluster.
Lot of lackluster.
This was a boring episode. In my
It was.
opinion.
Why do you think that was, though?
I don't know. It was really boring.
It was, yeah, the challenge was not met, really.
What was the mini?
They did
They had
the,
to
okay, so they
read
had
each
to do
other
the
in
read each
pairs.
other, which was probably the
that
most
was
interesting
funny.
part of the
I
whole
liked
thing.
that. Who do you think did the best during that? The teams were...
Jackie
God.
Cox and Gigi. Who was Widow with?
Widow was with
Cherry
Cherry Pie?
Pie?
I don't know.
Widow was with Cherry Pie.
I don't know the teams.
There are other girls in the season. Jada Essence Hall was with.
Oh, God.
Skip. They had a challenge.
But
Yeah,
let's, y'all, we are having to sit here and really rack ourselves
Because-
to remember who was doing what because it was that boring of an episode.
It was
Yeah.
very unforgettable.
Yeah.
Very unforgettable.
Oh, it was
Forgettable.
Oh, forgettable.
Unforgettable. I mean, it was unforgettable, but not for the correct reasons.
Let's keep it going. Keep it going.
Was
So,
that just the only? Was that the?
That
only
was the
thing?
challenge.
Yes.
And what?
Who
that,
won? Who
and that was
won?
kind of like their reading challenge, right? Because they haven't done the
They
reading
haven't done a
challenge
reading
yet.
challenge
So
yet.
that may be our reading challenge that got sponsored, so they need a little extra money.
Oh yeah, it was sponsored by
The Fab Fit boxes.
Fab-
'cause
yeah,
that was
yeah.
the whole tea. Was that it was shady Fab Fit boxes for your friends. Oh, and we got you some glasses because it'll help cover up those bags.
We got you a muzzle to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, very that. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I missed Aiden on this episode.
What? Wait, no. What do you think? she
Aiden
would've
always
done?
gave us something to talk about. Like whether we
She
loved her or
did.
hate her, we had something
That
to
is
discuss.
true.
And
That is very
I
true.
would have loved to discuss how bad she did in this, or maybe even good. Maybe. Back to the show.
Back to people that were on the show.
Back to reality.
Next, they had to film their. Is it?
Oh,
The
the commercial.
infomercials.
The infomercials.
They filmed
I
infomercials.
would have loved.
You would have excelled at this challenge, I think.
I would have loved to see you do this.
What would you have sold for your infomercial?
Oh, you're gonna ask this on the spot.
Rosy's Rosebud.
You know what I would have sold? VCR cleaner.
Oh my gosh.
Double Aquarius?
Would have sold double
Can you do
Aquarius,
this?
VCR cleaner slash.
A little
Yeah.
VCR cleaner that looked like a
Yeah.
lipstick.
That'd be gorgeous.
I love that.
Or, oh my god, do you know what would have been great? A little lipstick, like a bullet, and then instead of taking the top off, you like push something and then it opens so it looks like a lipstick.
Or I would have
love
just called them essential oils.
Not safe for the body.
Yeah, they are.
Well, if I had this challenge, I'm telling you right now, I would be very nervous. This is like, that's something that makes me
I feel
a little
that.
kooky.
Me
Like,
too.
That's a hard challenge for me.
What would you have sold, Diva?
What would you have not liked about doing it?
Oh God, I'm not good with like writing.
Yeah.
That's not like my strong suit. So to be alone and figure out like a whole script on my own
Would be difficult.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would just like really freak me out.
I feel you.
Because I can maybe come up with the product, but
Yeah.
Especially when it's at
But-
such a high stake in the game.
Yeah.
Everyone did really good, I think.
I feel like nobody did good.
I mean, not good, but it was
I feel like it was a lackluster challenge.
I have
feel
to
like
agree.
nobody was like, "Oh my god, can you believe she did that?" Like,
Yeah,
I
no,
did not have
no
that feeling.
one. Oh my god, my cat. No one in the challenge really did incredible. Maybe there were like one or two people that they had a few laughs, but
Yeah.
there was not one clear incredible person that made
Yeah,
me die.
the only person for me that really got the challenge and made me laugh a few times was Crystal. She did the mullet.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah,
And she like had the hammer She's probably gonna do
yes.
some science.
Yes.
I didn't think I love Heidi. Don't get me wrong, and I really wanted her to excel at this challenge. But for me, her commercial
What
wasn't
was she
that
selling?
funny. I would have given the win to Crystal over Heidi for this.
I'm happy.
agree.
I'm happy Heidi won because I feel like she deserves to win a
Yeah,
challenge.
Yeah, no, that's the only saving grace is that we have her as a winner for once. Because like, what is she actually gonna win for? Like, she's not gonna win the show. You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine? I mean, they've done some wild things before
I thought
in the
you
past.
wanted. Yeah, you were rooting for Eviali the whole time last season. You told me that.
Back to the show. Jan's was bad.
Oh yeah.
James, yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Okay, so like, you know, infomercials usually come on like really late at night, you know, and like I fall asleep with my TV on, so sometimes like I'll be watching
You
Sex
would-
in the City, and then at 4
I
a.m.
know
we
yes,
go out,
yes,
and it's
yes.
an infomercial. And could you imagine if it was Jan at 4 a.m.
Just
waking
being
you
wo-
up?
woken up and just.
Oh
I
my God,
would
I would think I was
have
having
died.
a nightmare.
Yeah, hers definitely was the weakest out of the group.
Screaming like a banshee.
And you know, like, and the people that were in the bottom were like, the reasoning for them to be in the bottom was kind of interesting. Like, Jan's was too insane.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the judges, when they were judging the commercials, it was very like I didn't agree with much of what they were.
And you know, I
saying.
think it has a
Yeah.
lot
You
to
know?
do.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's.
yeah.
I think we're having to get really nitpicky on these people. You know, I think the judges are finally having to get more nitpicky. If there's not if there's not like a big front runner in a challenge, they have to get really picky at this point.
I think it was Michelle on Twitter or something where she said that it's such a good season where she has to pick apart someone's earring, which is like kind of what they say on
That's so
like
true.
All-Star Tea,
Yeah.
which is
Tea.
very
Yeah.
telling of the cast for this season.
Yeah.
Great, that's amazing. Everyone's doing great.
I would
Absolutely, yeah.
definitely say that this season has one of the most talented cast all the way around
I agree.
since like the great season.
Jada is the only person from the second episode still in the competition. Everyone else is from the first episode.
Isn't that interesting?
That's
That is
very
interesting.
interesting.
But I mean, the first episode was better than the second episode. Like, rewatching, you
it
know,
was
like,
one of the
watching it
best
back.
episodes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if they submit one of them to the Emmys, it'll be that one. It felt like the most expensive episode of Drag Race in a long time.
I agree. So good.
But if Jada's the only one left, does that mean she's going home next? Oh, she was cropped out.
Oh, because Sherry was cropped out. But I mean, she is the only one left technically. Like, Sherry's
Because
disqualified.
Sherry's disqualified. She's disqualified. So it's Jada pulling her team weight.
As she should. Jada's stunning and gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So what's next?
Next is
The runway.
The runway was.
Black Wedding.
Oh my God! You know what the lip sync song should have been?
We have to cut that out.
The lip sync song should have been White Wedding. That would have been funny.
Oh, that would have been.
That would have been very funny.
You know, they need to get better songs for lip sync songs. I
They
feel like
do.
Like,
They
they are.
really do.
This season's lip sync songs maybe are honestly Heart to Break was a great choice, and the lip syncers are just not doing their part.
T.
Maybe.
The lip syncs are not iconic right
I
now.
think
Yeah.
it's definitely both.
Pull it together, girls.
I mean, it's been done.
You know it's
All we
coming.
can do is fingers crossed that it's. So the theme was
The
Black
theme
Wedding.
was Black
Black
Wedding. The girls, as a large group from far away, did a stunning job
Yes.
on this.
I agree.
So,
Yeah.
I
Now when
go
you
run-
get when
everyone-
you start breaking them down and getting nitpicky on them, some
if-
of the looks were questionable.
But if you were to see everyone lined up in a little like
I would.
You
I
would
would
say
jail
think,
row,
like, everyone looks
strong,
really
beautiful,
great.
I would know exactly what it was. A little Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yep. Strong
wedding.
runway.
So let's jump into the looks. It was very hard to find the photos because I usually steal them from RuPaul's Drag Race's Instagram, and they
But-
were not posted. And we waited a whole day. This is Saturday.
Wow, get it together.
So we found the Instagram TV, and we are going to start with Miss.
Oh, this is so blurry. Oh my gosh.
Who is that?
That is
Jackie
Jackie
Cox.
Cox with a knee-length wedding dress
Yeah. Again, this is just
and a little clipper heel in the
her
strap.
lengths are always very
questionable.
questionable and suspicious.
Suspicious.
The length of that dress is just.
Even the way, I don't know if that's the veil or something coming out of her butt.
That brick rack around the veil is really noticeable to me.
The what?
Like, it's like a brick rack. It's like that like zigzaggy seam.
I mean, this is a pixelated.
She's got like a little sleeve. I don't know. I don't think
It's not the worst thing I've ever seen
It's-
Jackie
it's
Cox
definitely
wear.
not.
absolutely
It's-
not.
it's not.
It just, this doesn't look wedding to me. This looks like wedding party photo shoot.
Do you know what kills me is like these girls, like a wedding gown, that's something that everybody thinks about. I think about wedding gowns, like what I would wear.
This is never me.
Never. Like, and that's what kills me is like these are what the girls are showing us. This is what Jackie Cox wears when she gets married.
Well, to be fair, I don't know if she ever will. None of us could ever get married. I don't know.
That's true. We could all die tomorrow. Corona.
I don't know if I'll get married. That's not shade, even though it sounded like it. Maybe that's in your mind.
But no, this is not the worst I've ever seen Jackie.
No.
I am going
If we
to
had to rate
give
it, yes.
this a B.
Oh.
That's okay.
I know you think it's terrible. Like, look at that.
I don't
Honestly,
think it's
I don't
terrible.
think it's
yes.
terrible.
But do you think this is...
I would not wear this. I would never think twice about wearing this for a wedding. When
I
I'm
would never
looking
wear
at it
this.
on her, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, and there is a grasshopper, and I am terrified of that.
Kayla, do something.
Oh
no! What did you want me to do?
Aren't you a vegetarian?
I would eat a grasshopper.
Okay, anywho,
Okay.
I'm gonna rate this a B-, which is very fair.
B's for both of you. I'm gonna give this a 6.5. Next photo is Miss Jan can't say.
Filter.
Right into the pool. For me, I loved the whole outfit. I didn't like the little spray painted peacock feathers or whatever those were. Chicken, that's not a peacock, that's like a
pheasant, mama.
that's what I was gonna say,
I would say
roadrunner.
a pheasant.
A pheasant.
Okay, first of all, can I just...
You
Yes.
can.
I think it's interesting how almost every girl wore black hair.
I would
And
have never.
black hair is not for everyone, one. But two,
But
it's
do you
just-
mean for Jan?
Yes,
That's
that's
what
what
you-
I'm saying. But it's just
She's not a
like,
blonde.
It's just,
She's not a brunette.
It's just weird
That
how
dark.
everyone goes to like the obvious choice, and yeah. So, anywho,
I would
this
never-
wig-
I would-
This color does not look good on Jen.
I would want to wear a blonde or just maybe even a color. I wouldn't want to wear black hair. Because then it looks like, remember when Nisha Lopez came in and she had like something here in her little black bob and all you saw was this part of her face?
Yeah, that was cute. You hated
I
it.
hated it. It was a black bang long wig and she had like feathers around her, so all you saw was this
I
much
mean,
of
that
her
outfit
face.
was wretched. but-
Oh.
And that's
I
why
mean, she's beautiful.
she's gorgeous.
Um,
Back to Jan.
Okay, here's my tea. Miss
I know
Jan,
what you're
I
saying.
see where... I already saw that. I knew it. I see where you're going with this. I think there is too many feathers in this
It's
region.
messy. Yes.
I don't
Very messy.
even hate the super tall pheasant-y ones. Like, keep the pheasants, just kind of clear it up here. It looks a little too like the funeral
Show a little
spray.
cleavage.
Do you know what I mean? And then she turned around and I rolled my eyes because I was like, Janet's doing it? She's doing something? She's doing something? And then she turned around and put the Jan in it and put I don't. And I was like, of course. Such a try hard.
On the back of her dress, she said, I don't. And I wish in her confessional, or not her confessional, when she was talking over doing like the voiceover for her runway, that's when she should have said like, I don't. Or like something like that. She didn't need to put it on the back of the dress.
To try to be campy, like with this
Yeah.
runway. And this was
It
not
was
the
it was her
time.
not
trying
really
hard.
or-
It was her trying as hard as
Yeah.
possible. So I'm gonna
It
put
was
every
very-
motherfucking feather on the front of this, and I'm gonna put some typography on the back of my dress.
Ladies, what do we think of Miss Jan's look? What are we grading it?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
I'm gonna do like a 6.
I'm gonna do a.
How many tins have we had on the show? Have we had any tins? Yes, we've had tins.
Yeah, there's 3 10s right now on the show. This show.
Proceed.
I'm gonna give this a 6 for me.
Yeah, agreed.
Is that what you said?
She is like a pretty queen. She knows how to do makeup, like for sure.
Gee.
Interesting.
Who's next?
Jada Essence Hall. I loved this. I thought it was beautiful. I liked the little triangle thing and the little brooch here. I loved everything. I loved the veil. I loved everything about it. I didn't like the earrings. That's it.
I mean, she looks gorgeous, like no denying it, but I don't know what it is.
I like that it's simple and it's very clean. And her butt, does everyone disagree with me?
I think it's extremely average.
I
It
think
looks like
it's
an
a little bit basic.
it's an off the rack dress that you go to David's bridal, and you throw a veil on it and you move about your day. It was an easy out for her. I am disappointed in it. I really thought she was going to give us something because I think that in the past her fashion looks have been at least interesting.
But do you
This
think she's
is-
trying to change it up with this? Because this is
This
so
is
different
average.
than...
This is average. This is average dress. This is average. Could have at least had the veil to the floor. darling.
Okay, I agree
This
with
is
you.
average.
There could have been a different route to do
I-
simple and clean.
Her face was gorgeous. The hair was
Yeah.
nice.
Like maybe if the bottom was
the rest of
ruffled,
her
I
were
don't know.
average.
I like it. I think she looked great. If I saw her, I would.
I mean,
don't
she
know.
is gorgeous. So, I mean, she looks fantastic.
Yeah, but I mean, cover her
like,
head. I like it. I think
Yeah.
it's cute and clean. For me, I'm gonna give this a B.
I'm going to give it a 6.
I'm gonna give it a C because
You
it
think
is
this
average.
the same as Jan's?
I think it's less than Jan's. I like Jan's better actually. It was average.
Do you know what would have been perfect with this look since everyone was wearing black hair? If she had on a little black beat boop?
Like a Halle Berry moment.
No, like an insane moment. Our next diva up to the stage is Miss Gigi Good.
Gorgeous.
I
Going back to the hair comment, I love that she did that color hair
Blonde.
with, yes.
Because it
love-
is a contrast.
Yes.
but like a platinum blonde.
And the silhouette and the idea is different. It's more of the old Hollywood vintage.
Do you know what this
like-
reminds me of? When you have like a little jewelry box when you're younger and you open it up and the little ballerina pops out and spins. That's exactly what this looks like to me. Ding, ding,
Huh.
ding, ding, ding. Little ballerina in the jewelry box.
She has
Okay.
a like
Okay.
ballerina
I
was
understand
never
what you're
that
saying.
conservative.
It was the silhouette.
Oh, the silhouette, yes.
This is a 10. I'm just gonna.
I
No.
adore this look on Gigi.
Mhm.
She brings it to you.
Every ball.
Every ball
Every
she
ball.
brings. Anyone that like studies fashions or knows fashions knows what she's doing with this,
Mhm. Yep.
and I love it. I love the way she did it, and it was a respectful way to do it. Her ankles look like they're gonna snap every 5 seconds in this,
Yep.
and that's what I'm obsessed with.
This is the diva that said I don't without saying I don't.
I don't think she even said I don't. I think she said you can't.
Oh my god.
This is
I'm gonna
This
say
is an A+.
Yeah.
I'm
this
gonna,
is
I'm
just-
gonna say a 10 also.
Nice.
God bless you. Our next diva is Miss Heidi in Closet.
Okay, I'm gonna start this one off. This is
Yeah.
maybe like the best that she's looked outfit wise, but neck up, my god, it is horrid. The
Just-
wig is
she
so
doesn't
far
have
back.
eyebrows,
the
does
makeup
she?
has not improved.
She doesn't have eyebrows. She not do eyebrows?
When she packed, she had no idea where she was going.
I really do believe that.
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
I think this silhouette is so interesting because if you black out like her body and you just see the shape, it's very interesting to look at. And that was when we watched it, I said this is an interesting thing to look at. I wish she would have been cinched in a little tiny bit. That's it.
I think this is. I agree
I
with
agree. I agree.
with Rosie. This is the best thing Heidi's worn on the runway as far as they look. It is really architectural. It's really nice.
But it's
You're getting
poorly
angles.
accessorized and styled.
Yeah, and then
the
her
hair
face,
choice.
the makeup is so gutted. Like honey, you're on Drag Race
Yeah.
and that's what you look
RuPaul's
like.
Drag Race is not the place to learn how to do makeup. You
No,
know what I mean?
That's like-
thank God she
Okay.
has the personality of a star. RuPaul's Drag Race School for Girls. It is
Yeah.
not. You need to have a clear POV before
Yeah.
you try
a
out.
fully realized
Yeah,
moment.
you have to go on fully realized
Yeah.
because then that's when you're gonna do the best.
Yeah.
There's room for everybody.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna hit her.
I say 4.
I'm gonna.
Rosy.
My grades are always so shocking. I always think
Rosie,
they're so
I'm gonna hit
fair.
her with a 5. I'm gonna give her a solid 5. She didn't
Okay,
have the
I
look.
will be kind enough to change my vote.
No, you
No,
can't.
Look at her
Wait,
face now.
wait.
It is different than it is here.
Rosie, what's wrong? I'm
Wait,
gonna.
please just pause.
What's wrong?
My penis hurts so bad.
I'm gonna give this look a 6.9.
Come- You guys wanna take a break? I can't feel any of this look.
Okay. Quiet on set.
All right, our next diva that we're going to talk about tonight on Raw Dog and Review is Widow Thorn. This I've seen this little fabric at Santee Alley, and she just draped it over her head. Beautiful.
This is boring for me.
Here's my tea.
It looks like a pantsuit with a little peacoat cape.
The outfit is what it is. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just kind of run-of-the-mill, normal look. I'm not gagged. I'm not gooped. But I'm also not like, I hate this look. The issue for me is the makeup. I thought the little like spidery things on her eyes, I was like, no one...
Oh,
you're
and-
going to wear that dress, that simple lady dress.
Is that a dress?
And then
though?
yes, it's a dress. I just think the makeup was an interesting, like a weird choice. I wouldn't have done the makeup. Like if you're gonna go with like full spooky makeup, then you need to be in a full spooky gig.
I liked her contacts, but I want to know why she took them out after. I don't know.
She was crying.
To me, this
Right.
does. If I looked at this, I would never think wedding. I would think like My Chemical Romance Black Parade music video.
Okay. I mean, any dress can be a wedding dress, to me.
But would you look at this and ever think wedding?
No. But I wouldn't think that about half the girls on the show.
But they all had on like wedding traditional dresses.
Not everyone.
Kind of.
Heidi's was not wedding-y at all to me.
You're right. I don't know. I mean, I liked Heidi's more than this because it was more interesting for me.
Yeah, I just don't hate because I think she just picked the wrong choice for her eye makeup. The look itself is not.
And
whatever,
also
whatever.
her, what's the word? Accessorizing is not always like the best. There's always too much of something,
busy.
or it's nothing here, but it's like the craziest makeup that doesn't make sense. Like there's just always something extra that she does.
It's hard for her to
that-
connect the dots.
Yes, and it just doesn't work. I wish that she would just kind of like take some things off.
For me, I'm gonna give this a C.
I'm gonna give this a C as well.
This is a C. Next.
Our next gal is Miss Crystal Method.
I liked it.
Liked it.
I liked it.
I liked it as well.
I liked it. I thought it was very interesting. She stood out because she did the full kind of like zombie, like took a very different take on a wedding, like
Yeah, it was like a Tim Burton wedding.
right, which was interesting and it was different. It stood out.
My issue is that she didn't take it far enough into that.
Her makeup though is like very almost identical to it was the Corpse Bride.
Mm-hmm.
It was very that. Why did she do half a lip?
Because this other half was rotted off.
Was it?
Oh,
That's what I mean. That's what that entails to me. Is like
I didn't.
this other half
I didn't
is
see.
exposing.
But did she do like?
But everything else.
No,
is the
but
same
she's
on the
exposing.
other side.
She's exposing teeth on her
Was-
lip. Isn't she exposing teeth? Like yeah. So it's supposed to be
Well,
like
that
that.
picture doesn't do.
No,
That's
no.
supposed
But
to
even
make
when
the
I was
rotted off.
watching it, I didn't
catch that.
I didn't.
It wasn't the best skull makeup, but it like
It should have been like
definitely
a
had,
completely different. Like if she was gonna do that, this other side should have had a little more flesh
See,
tone.
I think she should have just dove completely into the Lydia Dietz pile, and she would have been fabulous.
I'm gonna give this a. Oh, and there's little. Did you guys notice that? Because I just noticed it right now. Little spiders.
Oh, I didn't know.
I didn't notice
Little
that.
spiders all over her.
I love the spiders.
I'm gonna give this 8.
Rosie,
I'm gonna do like a 7.5.
I'm gonna hit her with a B+.
For our last diva is Miss Sherry Pie.
I thought Sherry Pie's look was very strong. This
I
episode.
agree.
I loved
Was
her
the
take.
candle lit when she came out?
Yes.
It was.
And I love that she was like an old lady, like an old spinster bride, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Spinster Bride.
No one walk to the right of the camera or you're gonna run right into the cord.
That.
You warned us.
I did warn you.
He warned.
Recording?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Whose phone is this?
Rosie.
Well,
Is
got
it
some
cracked?
good news and some bad. Was the screen protector already cracked at the top? One moment, darlings.
Tell us where the crop is.
Where's the crap? God, I hope I never hear what you say about me and my
I'm
body.
so disappointed.
Oh, I don't talk about you and your body. I talk about you and your.
Shut the
That's what I talk about.
What did Caleb say? Caleb said,
No, Grant said he.
Okay,
which is
quiet.
push play, my God.
Yes. Was this not recording the whole time? Because that would have been lovely.
No, it hasn't been recording for a while.
Great.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to before we were extremely rudely interrupted by mistake. Sherry Pie.
I love the idea. I think it was a smart approach to take. I think it was different. And whether her outfits are incredible, like no matter what, she always does have like a story or theme
Yes.
behind it, which
I
I
appreciate.
appreciate.
I also appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
good for you. You worked very hard to get these looks and these references. So
Yeah.
Stun. I'm gonna give Miss Pie's look a. I'm gonna give it a 8.
I'm gonna give it an 8 too. I think it's like a strong 8 for me.
I'm going to also give it an 8.
Wow, great.
So in the bottom 2, it was
Jan.
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 And
Heidi.
No, Heidi won.
She was in the bottom two. Oh, no.
who was in the bottom
Who
left
was in the
yesterday?
bottom? Jan with who?
Widow.
Oh, Widow.
Jan and
Thank
Widow.
you so much. Thank you.
Jan and Widow were in the bottom. We knew immediately
Who was going to win.
Yeah.
who was
There
gonna
was
win.
not even a question in my mind.
And watching Jan just do all the little tap jazz numbers.
Like you can clearly tell that Jen was like just like
Giving
trying.
it.
Yeah,
trying
she was.
to do everything.
Yeah,
She
like
said, I am not
giving
leaving
it
a
her
single
all.
trick
Yes.
undone.
But
In the
she's-
lip sync, you should give it your all, of course. But like that was clearly a like, you know.
This
She's
lip
been
sync,
too
here's
much.
the
It was
issue.
too much.
If it had been a pop song, I really do feel like it would have been a fair lip sync. Widow is a Shaka Khan stan.
Yeah.
So
And-
it was over.
Yeah, and I don't think that Jan is emotionally there enough to do an actual ballad.
What she
There.
was doing with the song just did not relate to the
No,
emotion behind
she
it
had
and
a
the
little
lyrics
kid
and the
skipping
rhythm.
around while her mom
Yeah,
was
like,
doing a number.
Yeah, she was just trying to do way too much to try and get saved, and it literally like was the opposite.
It was
And
it
then,
it
like,
was it was sad.
yeah.
It was quintessential Jan.
So
But Widow was great. I mean,
She
you
turned
can't tell
it-
me
she-
that wasn't Chaka Khan on stage.
No,
like,
she
it was.
nailed
Yeah.
that lip sync. I would be terrified to go up against Widow in a lip sync
Yeah.
because she
Yeah.
dances and she can also emote, which
that's what Jan also
Not
said
and
to
not
her
a lot of
confessional.
queens can do.
So the right person went home this
the
week for
right
us.
person.
I
This
absolutely
week.
agree.
I absolutely agree.
Congrats, Widow.
Congrats,
And
Widow.
another week.
Fabulous job.
Congrats, Heidi, on another. Well, the first win.
Her
Congrats,
first
Heidi, on
win.
your first win.
I'll be really surprised if it's not your only win.
What is the next week's drama?
I don't. Do we? What? What happens next week, y'all?
Oh, the President Challenge. Whatever
Oh,
it's
it's
called.
the it's the
Political,
political
darling, thank you.
challenge.
Yes.
This is gonna be an interesting one, divas.
Yes,
because
I am excited for that one.
I hope it's not a snooze fest.
The last political one that they did was funny because Fifi O'Hara called.
We haven't had one since that season.
So this should be an
Yeah.
interesting.
So yeah, I'm really
Episode.
intrigued.
I'm interested.
It looks like a political
it looked
debate.
like another improv challenge where they have to be literally in a debate and people are
Political,
asking
yeah,
questions.
political improv challenge. I would kill myself.
Oh,
I would love that.
I can't.
hate
Those are two
that.
things I don't want to do.
Yeah. Just being put on the spot like that and being able to have to go back and forth really quick is like very hard.
That's a
for me.
lot.
Love,
Yeah.
that's my tea.
So it should be an entertaining episode.
What would you have worn for
Oh,
Black Wedding?
Oh, that's easy. I would have done the wedding dress that Anna Nicole Smith wore to her husband's funeral,
Oh,
which
that
was an
was
exact replica of her wedding dress, but in black. What would you have
I have
worn?
no clue. My God, I don't know.
I would have.
You should do a Vera Wang moment. You should totally do Charlotte's first wedding from Sex and the City.
Oh my God, yeah, yes.
I would want to do like a Princess Diana wedding in black.
So like a full like 60 yards train.
Yep.
Stunning.
Train. I'm gonna be to the end of the runway.
I'm gonna
And my
love to see
train
you
and
in
my
that
train
hair.
is still backstage coming out.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom. Thank you, Miss Vanderbilt,
Thank
for
you.
being here at this location.
Undisclosed.
Rosie, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for
I'm
having me
so
again.
happy to have you back second time.
Yeah, Rosie's my favorite guest of all time because she really lays it out.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I do.
I love that about you.
And next week,
I
our
love you.
very special guest is going to be.
Oh my God, really?
Who's
Oh
excited?
my God. How did we... The budget.
The fucking budget. Thank you for watching Raw Dog and Review, and we will see you next week with Bye Divas.
Bye.
God, that was a good one.
That was a fun time.
Ooh.
Yeah, we picked it up.
My legs asleep.
Wait, how do you know if it's playing or not? I don't know if it was filming.
Are you kidding me, Rosie?
There's no numbers on it.
Take it off.
Should I stop?